e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy-Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. Bishop c5 develops the bishop, attacks the f2 pawn, and prepares castling. This forces the opponent to double pawns. Recaptures. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. The opening development is progressing well. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. The queen joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. One more piece joins the action. This defends the attacked pawn. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This misses an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. This allows the opponent to kick a bishop. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This stops the opponent from being able to win a bishop through a fork. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. That's fine. This is an equal trade. This adds pressure by pinning a knight. This permits the opponent to eventually win a rook. This wins a rook. Takes back. Capturing that rook wins material. Right on target. Ignoring the threat on the bishop, a difficult move to see. This wins a pawn. This is the strongest option. This misses an opportunity to kick a knight. Recaptures. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This steps away from the checking queen. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win material. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This overlooks a better way to create a pawn chain. This overlooks an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. Very precise. One of the best moves. After all captures, this is an equal trade. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This passed pawn is a strong asset for white. This overlooks an opportunity to set up a blockade. This threatens to win material through a fork. This prevents the opponent from being able to win material through a fork. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This threatens to win material through a fork. This wins material. This threatens to checkmate the king. This prevents the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This wins material. This loses a rook. Ignoring the threat on the knight, a difficult move to see. This is the way to win a rook. This permits the opponent to win a rook through a skewer. That X-ray attack will win white a rook. A solid choice. That rook was free for the taking. This allows the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This is a fair move.